welcome to your own deep dive.
Yeah.
We're diving into AI, specifically how it can be used in both your personal and professional life. You're an enterprise architect at a debt counseling charity, and you're leading a new design and architecture team.
Yes, that's right.
So we've pulled together a mix of AI alerting resources and real-world examples of how charities are using AI.
Yeah.
And we're going to explore how this could be applied at CIP.
It's going to be fascinating to see how we can tailor these resources and examples to your specific needs at COP.
I know, right? It's going to get really interesting when we start brainstorming those product ideas. But first, let's tackle the basics. Learning about AI can be a bit overwhelming, especially when you're already busy.
Right.
How can someone in your position, an enterprise architect, approach learning about AI in a way that's both comprehensive and manageable?
I think it's about striking a balance between understanding the foundational concepts and getting hands-on experience with practical applications.
Okay, so where do we start with those foundational concepts?
Well, a book like Artificial Intelligence, a systems approach, could be a great starting point for you. It dives into the underlying principles of AI, which aligns perfectly with your systems thinking background as an enterprise architect. It can help you evaluate how AI can fit into KK's existing technology ecosystem. And for a more practical perspective on integrating AI into an organization, architecting AI solutions on Azure provides a roadmap.
Those sound like solid starting points.
Yeah.
But I have to admit, diving straight into dense technical books can feel a bit daunting. Are there any less intimidating ways to get a grasp of the basics?
Absolutely. Online learning platforms at Coursera offer some fantastic courses. Andrew Ng's AI for Everyone is a great non-technical overview. And AI in Practice, Preparing for AI in the Enterprise, focuses specifically on how organizations are applying AI. These courses offer a more digestible format for learning the core concepts.
Perfect. And once you have a grasp of the basics, how do you actually start using AI tools?
That's where things get really exciting. There are platforms that require very little coding, like Microsoft Power Platform and Data Robot.
Okay.
These allow you to build and experiment with AI models without needing to write a ton of code. This would be a good way to dip your toes in and test out some basic AI applications for CAP.
Low-code platforms sound like a great way to get started quickly. But as an enterprise architect, I'm guessing you're also interested in diving deeper into the technical aspects of AI.
You're spot on. And for that, having a solid understanding of Python is essential. It's widely used in AI and data science. You can brush up on your Python skills with online courses and then start exploring powerful libraries like TensorFlow or scikit-learn. These libraries provide the building blocks for building more complex and customized AI solutions.
That sounds like it could open up a lot of possibilities for CAP. But I'm also thinking about the bigger picture here.
Right.
You're not just learning about AI for yourself, you're leading a team through this transition. How can you effectively lead and inspire your team at CAP as you embark on this AI journey?
Leading a team through AI implementation is a whole other challenge. Understanding the broader impact of AI can be incredibly valuable for leaders. Kai-Fu Lee's AI Superpowers provides a fascinating look at how AI is shaping the world, helping you make more informed and ethical decisions about how to use AI at CAP.
I love that perspective. Thinking about AI not just as a tool, but as something that will have a wider societal impact.
Exactly. And for practical guidance on leading an AI-driven organization, The AI-Driven Enterprise by Seth Early outlines strategies for integrating AI into your team's workflow and overall organizational strategy.
So we have a roadmap for learning about AI and for leading a team through this process.
Right.
But what about bridging the gap between professional and personal? How can you apply AI in your everyday life outside of work?
That's where things get really interesting. For example, you can use AI tools like Notion AI to streamline your note-taking and writing process, or Grammarly to catch those pesky typos and improve your writing. These tools can save you time and make you more efficient.
I can definitely see myself using those. It's like having a personal assistant for all your writing tasks. But what about something a little more fun and experimental?
If you want to experiment with personal productivity, there's an app called Motion that uses AI to optimize your schedule and help you manage your time more effectively.
Wow. I'm already feeling inspired to try out some of these tools. But the AI landscape is evolving so rapidly. How do you make sure you're staying ahead of the curve and continuing to learn?
Continuous learning is key in this field. Attending events like the AI and Big Data Expo can be a fantastic way to connect with other professionals and learn about the latest trends. And don't underestimate the power of online learning.
Are there any specific online resources you'd recommend?
Cloud providers like AWS, Microsoft, and Google offer free webinars that delve into specific AI technologies and applications. And there's a wealth of knowledge in the podcasting world as well.
Podcasts are my jam. Any recommendations?
For staying up to date on the latest developments and having your mind blown by the possibilities, check out the AI Alignment podcast or The Architect Tomorrow.
Fantastic. I'll add those to my list. Now let's shift gears and get to what I'm most excited about, how AI can specifically benefit KP's mission of helping people struggling with debt.
Okay.
I'm ready to brainstorm some practical applications.
Let's dive in. Think about the potential of automating some of those routine tasks, like answering basic questions or scheduling appointments.
That would free up your team to focus on more complex cases and provide more in-depth support.
Exactly. AI-powered chatbots could handle initial inquiries, answer FAQs, and even guide clients through some of the initial steps. Tools like Tidio or the ChatGPT API make it relatively easy to build and implement these chatbots.
That sounds like a game changer for how KP approaches client intake. What other processes could be automated with AI?
Think about appointment scheduling. Using AI-powered tools like Calendly or Microsoft Bookings would make it much easier for clients to schedule sessions and reduce the administrative burden on your team.
That's a win-win. It improves the client experience and makes your team more efficient. What else?
Document processing is another area ripe for automation. AI tools like Adobe Acrobat AI or Microsoft Azure OCR can be used to digitize and organize all those client documents, saving countless hours of manual work.
That's incredibly helpful.
Yeah.
It would definitely free up more time for CCAP's team to focus on providing support and guidance.
It's all about using technology to empower your team to be more effective and efficient. But let's not forget about the personal touch. AI can also be used to personalize the client experience.
Now we're talking. How can we use AI to tailor support to each client's unique needs?
Imagine using AI to provide personalized financial guidance. AI tools like IBM Watson Assistant or HubSpot can be used to analyze a client's situation and suggest resources that are specifically relevant to their needs, like budgeting tools, financial literacy materials, or debt management strategies. That level of personalization could make a huge difference. It's like having a virtual financial advisor who knows your individual circumstances. What other possibilities are there for using AI to improve the client experience?
Think about using AI to analyze the tone and emotion in client communications.
Okay.
This is called sentiment analysis, and it can be incredibly valuable for identifying clients who might be struggling emotionally or need more urgent support. Tools like MonkeyLearn or Python's TextBlob can be used to analyze emails, chat logs, or even phone calls to gauge a client's emotional state.
That's a powerful way to identify clients who might be at risk and offer them proactive support. It's like having a built-in safety net.
It's all about using technology to enhance empathy and understanding. But AI can also help us see the bigger picture of debt.
How so?
By analyzing data from all your client cases, AI can help identify trends and patterns in client demographics, debt causes, and financial behaviors. These insights can be used to develop more effective prevention programs and target your outreach efforts more strategically. That's a fantastic way to use data to create real change. We're talking about using AI not just to manage debt, but to prevent it in the first place.
Exactly. And the possibilities go even further. Imagine using AI to predict which clients are most at risk of falling back into debt.
That sounds almost like science fiction. How would that even work?
Machine learning algorithms trained on data from past cases can identify factors that are often associated with repeat debt issues. This could allow CFP to proactively reach out to clients who might be at risk and offer them preventative support and guidance.
Wow. It's like having an early warning system that helps people stay on track financially. This is incredible. We've covered so much ground already, from the fundamentals of AI to specific ways it can be used at CIP.
Right.
But I'm curious about how other charities are putting these ideas into practice. Are there any real-world examples we can learn from?
Absolutely. A recent study found that a whopping 61% of UK charities are now using AI in some capacity.
Wow, that's impressive. Are there any standout examples in the debt counseling sector?
Debt-Free Advice is a fantastic example of a charity that's embracing AI. They've implemented these really innovative video advice kiosks in places like town halls and job centers, making their services more accessible to a wider range of people. They've even expanded these kiosks to prisons.
That's amazing. What about AI tools that directly support their advisors?
They developed an AI assistant called MoneyPenny using Microsoft Azure AI. It gives their advisors quick and easy access to information, making their work more efficient.
It's fantastic to see how other organizations are using AI to make a real impact. Are there any resources or funding opportunities available to help charities like CIP adopt these technologies?
You're right, funding is often a barrier for charities. But there's good news. The UK has been offering grants up to £25,000 for organizations wanting to use new technologies, including AI, to improve their services.
That's really encouraging to hear. It sounds like the UK is committed to supporting charities in their technological advancement. But what about CIP specifically? What do we know about their current use of AI tools?
Well, specific details about CKP's current AI use are limited. However, we know they've partnered with VRP Consulting to implement Salesforce Experience Cloud.
Okay.
This platform already has features like a budget building tool and a case management system.
It sounds like they're already laying the groundwork for potential AI integration.
Exactly. It's all about building that foundation and being open to the possibilities that AI can bring.
This has been an incredible deep dive. I'm feeling so energized by all the possibilities we've explored. But before we wrap up, part one. What's the one key takeaway you want our listener to walk away with?
I think the most important takeaway is this. AI is not just a technology. It's a powerful tool that can be used to amplify KP's mission of helping people struggling with debt. It's about using technology to empower individuals, strengthen communities, and create a more just and equitable society.
That's such a powerful way to frame it. AI is a tool for positive change. It's really inspiring to see how technology can be used to make a difference in people's lives.
It really is. And it's exciting to think about how CKP can be at the forefront of this movement.
That's such a powerful way to frame it. AI is a tool for positive change. It's really inspiring to see how technology can be used to make a difference in people's lives.
It really is. And it's exciting to think about how CKP can be at the forefront of this movement.
Absolutely. We've talked about a lot of possibilities, but I'm curious, where do we even start? What are some concrete steps you could take to begin integrating AI into CKP's operations?
Well, it sounds like CAP is already heading in the right direction with their Salesforce implementation. Remember, Salesforce has AI capabilities built in through Einstein Analytics.
Right. So instead of starting from scratch, maybe you could start by exploring how to leverage those existing AI features within Salesforce.
Exactly. It could be a seamless way to dip your toes into the AI world without disrupting your current workflows. Maybe you could start by identifying a specific pain point in your operations, like maybe streamlining client intake or getting a better understanding of the factors that lead to repeat debt.
That's a great point. It's all about starting with a clear objective in mind. Once you know what problem you want to solve, then you can start exploring which AI tools and techniques are the best fit.
And don't forget about the power of teamwork. This isn't a journey you have to take alone. Involving your team from the start is crucial.
Collaboration is key. I can picture brainstorming sessions, workshops, maybe even diving into some of those online communities we talked about to learn from others who are already using AI.
Those are all great ideas. And remember, you don't have to reinvent the wheel. We discussed some inspiring examples like debt-free advice. Their success with their AI assistant and those video advice kiosks could be a great source of inspiration for your team at CFP.
I'm already picturing a CAP-branded chatbot welcoming people to the website and answering their questions. Or maybe an AI-powered system that analyzes data from all your client cases to identify trends and inform your outreach strategies.
It's amazing what you can achieve when you combine technology with a clear purpose. Remember, it's okay to start small. Even piloting a simple project using a low-code platform can be a valuable learning experience and help you build momentum.
Starting small and iterating along the way is a great strategy. It's all about building confidence and demonstrating the value of AI before diving into larger implementations.
Exactly. And remember, there's support available along the way. Those grants for technological advancement could be a game changer for CIP, providing the resources to invest in the right AI tools and training. Plus, there's a wealth of information and expertise available online.
It really feels like AI has the potential to revolutionize how CI approaches debt counseling, making their services even more accessible, personalized, and effective.
I completely agree. It's inspiring to see your passion for this and to imagine the positive impact this could have on people's lives.
This is all so exciting, but before we get carried away with the possibilities, it's important to remember that AI is just a tool. At the end of the day, it's still about people helping people.
That's such an important point. While AI can automate tasks and provide valuable insights, it's crucial to remember that behind every case is a person with their own unique challenges and emotions.
Exactly. The empathy, understanding, and guidance that CIP's debt coaches provide are irreplaceable.
Yeah.
AI should be used to enhance those human connections, not replace them.
I couldn't have said it better myself. AI is most effective when it's used to empower human interaction, not eliminate it. It's about finding that balance between technology and the human touch.
It's about using AI to create space for deeper, more meaningful conversations between clients and their advisors. AI can handle the routine tasks, freeing up the human experts to focus on what they do best, providing compassionate support and guidance.
That's a beautiful way to put it. I think we're really starting to paint a picture of what a future with AI at CIP could look like.
I agree. This has been an incredible journey so far, and I'm feeling really optimistic about what's ahead. But before we dive into specific AI tools and project ideas for CAP, let's pause and reflect on the key takeaways from this part of our deep dive. What stands out to you? We've covered so much ground, from understanding the basics of AI to exploring real-world examples of how charities are using it. Now let's get practical and brainstorm some pilot projects that you could implement at CAP. It's all about starting small, experimenting, and seeing what works best for your team and clients.
That's a great approach. Pilot projects are the perfect way to test the waters and get everyone excited about the potential of AI.
Exactly. So let's dive into some specific project ideas that could have a real impact at CAP. Remember those AI-powered chatbots we discussed? They seem like a great place to start.
Chatbots are a fantastic way to make your services more accessible and efficient. Imagine a friendly CAP-branded chatbot welcoming visitors to your website, answering common questions about debt counseling, and even guiding them through a preliminary needs assessment. That would be such a valuable resource for people who might be hesitant to reach out for help or just need some quick information. It's like having a virtual assistant available 24/7.
And the best part is that building a chatbot doesn't have to be complicated. Tools like TDO or the ChatGPT API make it surprisingly easy to create a functional chatbot without needing a whole team of developers.
That's really encouraging. What would a pilot project for a chatbot at CAP look like?
You could start with a simple FAQ chatbot that answers the most common questions about CAP services. Then, as you learn more about what your clients need, you can gradually expand its capabilities. Maybe it could eventually guide clients through a basic budget assessment or even help them schedule an appointment with an advisor.
That's a smart strategy. Start small, learn, and then iterate. It's all about taking those baby steps towards integrating AI. What other project ideas would be a good fit for CAP?
Well, we talked about how AI can be used to personalize financial guidance. What if you piloted an AI-powered tool that analyzes a client's financial situation and recommends tailored resources? I love that idea. It's like having a virtual financial advisor in your pocket. You could integrate this tool into CAP's client portal, offering personalized budgeting tips, debt repayment strategies, or even financial literacy resources.
Exactly. It would empower clients to take control of their finances and make informed decisions. And tools like IBM Watson Assistant or HubSpot can help you build this type of personalized guidance system.
This is starting to feel really tangible. We're talking about using AI to not only manage debt, but to equip people with the knowledge and tools they need to achieve long-term financial well-being.
It's about shifting from a reactive approach to a proactive one. And that brings us to another exciting area, using AI for crisis prediction and prevention.
We touched on this earlier, and it's a powerful concept. How could CAP actually implement an AI-powered early warning system?
Imagine using a platform like Salesforce Einstein Analytics to analyze client data and identify patterns that might indicate an increased risk of falling back into debt or experiencing financial hardship. It could be things like changes in communication frequency, missed payments, or even the sentiment expressed in emails or text messages.
It's like having a safety net that helps you catch those who are struggling before they fall through the cracks.
Exactly. And this early warning system could trigger an alert to a CCAP advisor, allowing them to reach out to the client proactively and offer additional support or guidance.
This is an incredible way to use technology to make a real difference in people's lives. But it also feels like a sensitive area. We need to be mindful of ethical considerations and data privacy.
You're absolutely right. Transparency and responsible data management are crucial. It's essential to have clear protocols in place for how this data is collected, analyzed, and used, ensuring client consent and confidentiality every step of the way.
CAP's strong ethical foundation will be so important in navigating these complex issues. They're already deeply committed to client well-being and responsible data practices.
Absolutely. And those values will be essential as they explore the potential of AI. We've talked about crisis prediction, but what about AI's role in supporting those who might be experiencing suicidal thoughts?
That's a very sensitive and important topic. How can AI be used responsibly in this context?
AI-powered sentiment analysis integrated into your communication channels could be used to flag messages or conversations where a client expresses suicidal thoughts or severe emotional distress.
So it's like having an extra layer of vigilance, ensuring that no one's cries for help go unnoticed.
Exactly. This technology could trigger an immediate alert to a trained mental health professional who can then reach out to the client and provide support. But it's important to remember that this technology should always be used to complement human judgment and empathy, never to replace it.
It's about using technology to create a safety net, to ensure that those who are struggling get the help they need when they need it.
That's a powerful way to put it. And we can't forget about the human side of this equation, CAP's dedicated team of advisors. How can AI be used to support and empower them?
That's a great point. We've been so focused on clients, but we need to make sure we're equipping CAP's staff with the best tools and resources as well.
AI training tools are a fantastic way to do just that. We talked about tools like Immersion or Tailspin, which can simulate realistic client scenarios, allowing advisors to practice their skills, experiment with different approaches, and receive feedback in a safe environment.
It's like having a virtual training ground where advisors can build their confidence and hone their skills.
Exactly. These simulations can even be tailored to address the specific challenges that CAP's clients often face, ensuring that advisors are prepared for a wide range of situations.
This has been such an inspiring conversation. We've covered so much ground, from the fundamentals of AI to specific project ideas that could transform how CAP operates and supports their clients.
I've loved exploring all these possibilities with you. And remember, the most important step is simply to start somewhere. Embrace that spirit of experimentation and innovation, and don't be afraid to try new things.
You're so right. Small steps can lead to big transformations, and who knows, maybe one day we'll be featuring CAP's AI success story on this very podcast, inspiring countless other organizations to harness the power of AI for good.
I can't wait to see what you accomplish. And remember, we're always here to support you along the way. Don't hesitate to reach out if you have any questions or want to share your progress.
Your support means the world to us. And to all our listeners out there, thank you for joining us on this deep dive into the world of AI. We hope you've been inspired, informed, and maybe even a little bit challenged to think differently about how technology can be used to create positive change.
Keep exploring, keep learning, and keep pushing the boundaries of what's possible.
Until next time, we'll catch you on our next deep dive.